In this episode of the Deadly Dozen podcast, we're joined by Sean Clancy. So we've flown out to Dubai. We're at KO8 Gym. Actually, this is Rejuvenate. So you're a part of, KO8 Gym over on that side. Unbelievable facility. We've just done a load of filming in there. And then we've come across here, a lot more almost boutique, is that the word? High-end sort of wellness. This is something you founded, isn't it, Sean? And we'll go into that. But firstly, just introduce yourself to the audience.
So Sean Clancy, my background is football. So, as a kid, Everton Academy, Liverpool Academy, and then went on to play in the league clubs. And then obviously as I got older into the conference national. And that was kind of my upbringing, football. From Liverpool, you're either a footballer or a boxer, in sport anyway. So it's that's my background really. Finishing my playing career was a decision that I had to make a little bit early. To be fair, could have stayed and played a little bit longer, but it was an opportunity to come out here and build KO8 in the Middle East. So the managers weren't interested when I was trying to ask for time off in the middle of the season. It's only pre-season or don't talk to me. So it came to a point where I had to make a call and moved over here 2017, never looked back.
Wow, so it's I was asking this just before the podcast. You literally went essentially from professional football to Dubai.
Yeah.
And that was the path. And obviously you set up the gym in Dubai. So what was the story behind KO8 then?
So KO8, and it's funny because there's almost a bit of a misconception with what KO8 is. They see us as a gym first and foremost, a lot of people, whereas in fact, the biggest arm of our business is e-commerce. So Kieran, my partner, who I went to school with, he's the founder of KO8, and he created a exercise system, a portable system. You can do over 500 exercises. You can take it wherever you want. You can do upper, lower, mobility, you name it. And that was the business. So we came out to Dubai because we'd created a education, it was a fully endorsed qualification, endorsed by the UK government, European reps, and then we got it endorsed by Reps UAE, which is the Register of Exercise Professionals. And so we were coming out here to upskill personal trainers, teach them how to use KO8 with their clients and in Group X. And it just became a decision whereby we were getting a lot of uptake over here. We decided to make the move away from the UK and sow some foundations here.
Oh wow! Because the KO8 the system is essentially, it's like a suspension trainer with bands, everything attached.
Correct. Yeah. We call it almost like the Swiss Army knife. It can do so many different things in one bag. So you're quite right. You've got your suspension trainer, resistance bands. You can use it as a harness. So it's great for athletes. It's great for people who are beginners to fitness. And then you've got special populations, later life populations, teens. So it kind of fits with everyone. Really.
Yeah, because I seen it. Because actually, the way we first got in touch was through that I think it was part of your team mentioned, got in touch with my gym that I own in the UK, and it was like, this is this system. I was really interested. We had a chat because you had your education side, I had my education side. Because the 8 refers to the 8 movements, doesn't it? Like squat, lunge, push, and that's my strength training book was exactly that. So we got chatting there, and then obviously I'd seen that you were, making major moves out in Dubai. Obviously a few years passed, in all honesty, and then I released the Deadly Dozen, and I was in the UK. And to me, actually, the biggest jump to go international, it made sense to let's go to Dubai, because so much is happening there. People say, what's one word that describes Dubai? And it's like growth. And I was like, right, so even though it's so far away, the easiest jump international was Dubai. Reached out to you, and obviously you're doing all this good stuff out here. So obviously we've been to the gym, and you've been in Dubai essentially pre what has been the fitness racing craze, which obviously was started a lot with High Rocks. So what have you seen in Dubai when it comes to the gym trade, and then obviously once the expansion of High Rocks, and hopefully the expansion next into Deadly Dozen? What's been the story there with the gym trade here?
I think gyms over here, they've always been like anything in Dubai. It's usually they try and outdo the next business, and the standard rises, and the quality of the fit outs and stuff like that are always top spec. I've found since first landing here up until now, it's been about 9 years ish. And I feel like it's continually, grown in a sense of innovation is key here. People love innovation over here. And that was one of the reasons we came, because people were open to new product and seeing new modalities in functional fitness. And so people in Dubai, they're open to trying new things. They like to experience new things, and they like to have the best stuff that's over here. So you find different operators, whether they're from the US, whether they're from the UK, or wherever they're from in the world. If they're a good quality, outfit or whatever you want to refer to them as, they can do well over here. But I do find that people almost feel like it's easy to come to Dubai and just like, there's money here, we'll go to Dubai and we'll smash it. People that come and go that I've seen is just, I couldn't even imagine how many. But the people that do survive, that they're worth their salt. They've put it in. There
is almost a consensus in the UK that if you're sort of half decent in the UK, you go Dubai, it's easy. That's where the money is, and you'll just be, everyone will just throw money at you, it'll be easy. But obviously we've seen your outdoor space, which is incredible. I mean, the kit cooks, doesn't it? Like, you can literally see that sun just cooks everything. So it's hot outside today. It's like 44 degrees, but you have got a covered up outdoor space where we're actually going to run a DFT tomorrow, so a deadly fitness test. So far, have you done every Hyrox in the UAE so far? Because you've competed in Hyrox. Hyrox has come to the UAE. What's the story there? How's it been?
So Hyrox has been great. I've really enjoyed it. It's given me that kind of like sport and reason to get the fire back to compete, and it's been really successful for me personally. And first Dubai one, I managed to win the men's open, and then the second Dubai won the men's open again. Sharjah was the third one. I only managed the second on that one because he was a really great athlete that's just joined, and he smashed me.
Did he?
And then the latest one, I actually got a PB in the Mumbai, which is kind of in our region, although it is India. It's only 2 or 3 hours flight. So it's been great, to be honest, and I think it's what the Middle East needed, because we look to what the UK are doing and we look to what the US are doing, and try and adopt that and bring it here. So it's been great, but not only for me as getting back into competitive sport, it's been great to get the community with something. Because I always say to them, Jay, I say, training changes when on this date I'm going to battle.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you start to go to bed on time. You start to say no to meaningless reasons to go and drink, or meaningless reasons to go and eat rubbish, because you're just in that, I best not, because you're accountable. So I say to everyone, no matter if they've ever competed in anything in life, just sign up. Just do, whether it's a 10K, a 5K, a obstacle course race, a deadly dozen. That's my next one. I'll be telling everyone to sign up for.
That's it.
But it just changes people's mindset, only for the better.
Well, we were saying that one of my thoughts with deadly dozen and fitness racing whole is it's almost the perfect sport for ex-athletes. Like, so going back to you as being an ex-professional athlete, is it's almost the perfect sport, because professional in conventional sports, let's say football, rugby and others, often you're retiring early, and you're still fit, you're still healthy, and often you're going to be a very fit person, but you've got no purpose for sport. Now, you might not want to go back into just playing football every weekend with the lads or whatever it may be, but fitness racing gives you something that's incredibly hard and physical, and it allows you something to train for and compete in. Now, if you're someone that's then gone into having a gym like yourself, there's even more benefit, because what you've got is a competition for yourself where you can be competitive, but also all your members can be competitive. So it just reinforces the community, because everyone, all of a sudden you've got normal people. We often refer to them as professional amateurs. I like that. The CrossFitters, the Hyrox athletes, the Deadly Dozen athletes, they're all, even though they might be amateur athletes, they're not getting paid. They might be what we would call novices, but actually they take an approach like they're a professional athlete.
Yeah, they do.
Normal people. Like I used to say with my academy, average is no longer average. A normal average Joe or average Jane is doing a Hyrox, they're doing an OCR, a Tough Mudder, they're doing a Deadly Dozen. So obviously you've got plenty of first place flags then. How do you think you're going to compare when it comes to Deadly Dozen?
I'm really excited actually about the Deadly Dozen because I don't know exactly what to expect. I think it could go either way. I don't know. I'm honestly like excited to give it a shot, but I do find that with it maybe perhaps being a shorter race, sometimes people can have a misconception that shorter means, okay, it's less volume, it might be easier, but it can be the other way around, and shorter can mean higher intensity, and it can absolutely destroy people and be even more brutal. So I don't know.
Shorter means shorter means more red zone. 400s is the longest sprint you can do, and the main thing we find is that Hyrox gives runners more time to breathe, because they can rely on that fast running. You being a football player, you're going to be a strong runner, so you're going to be strong on that side. What we see separates Deadly Dozen is just this real emphasis on muscular endurance. So lots of squats, lots of lunges, but also lots of push press, lots of snatch, loads of overhead work, and it's just non-stop red zone and requiring high reps. And what people always say is it's even if them weights are relatively low, it's 60 repetitions. You do 60 repetitions of bodyweight,
anything,
it gets you.
Yeah, of course.
So like I say, it'll be really interesting. But I always have said that football players or soccer players for the guys in the States I think they're going to be some of the athletes that come through. Ex-professional football players are going to come through and they're going to be really high. If they're strong as well, because when I've worked with a lot of different athletes, and then no matter what gets said about football players, taking dives or anything like that, they are incredibly fit. They just are. Because it's repeat sprintability. Every high-level football player I've worked with, their fitness is through the roof. So I'm putting my bets on a lot of you guys coming through a Deadly Dozen and cleaning up. So you've got a high expectation. It's the DFT tomorrow we're doing. How hot is it going to be at 9 a.m?
It's going to be at 9 a.m. tomorrow. It'll be around 38 degrees Celsius. So obviously it will be toasty. It's going to be,
because it's about 45 degrees now. But we're
made for that.
I'm ginger. As long as I'm not going to put Factor 50 on actually, because the worst thing you do is put it on your forehead and it gets in your eyes. So we're undercover. So I think it's going to add some time, isn't it? 38 degrees. But I actually quite like the heat. I like training warm.
It makes things just feel a bit more difficult because even the humidity. There's more, or I'll say there's more water particles in each breath, so you're getting less oxygen. So it's almost like a poor man's altitude training in a way, which over time can cause nice positive adaptations. But if it's your first time here in Dubai, you might look at your time tomorrow and be a little bit disappointed.
Usually get 20 minutes, get 35. I like to think I'm good in the heat, but I've not been tested in a long time. I've not been tested in the heat, and I've not been tested hard in this heat. But I'm very much looking forward to it. So we're looking to do the first track race in November. You've made some incredible introductions to. We went and seen a track yesterday, so I think we're good to go.
I'm excited,
Deadly Dozen Dubai coming in, KO8 leading the way with this gym, getting the community doing the Deadly Dozen, and we'll smash it out.
Yeah,
Cheers,
let's
Sean.
go. Thanks very much. Welcome.
Cheers, mate. Brilliant.